All right. For your pen and dip pen and ink drawing final, you're going to be given a piece of paper that is 8.5 by 14. And the first thing you're going to need is a pencil, eraser, and a ruler because you are going to create a 1-inch border all the way around. So that's what I'm going to do right now. You want to start all of this kind of light. So the first thing that I do is mark it. So the one, you can't see it right now. The one is down here and that's my 0. So I'm putting in marks so I can, and then I make sure that this is lined up. So like the 1 is now lined up with the edge, like this line right here. So that it is not crooked. It still looks crooked because I cannot draw a straight line. And then my space is limited right now. So if I don't get all this eraser marks off, I'll end up drawing that, thinking that's my marker. Okay. I'm gonna pause it so I can finish the last part. All right. Um, these hips. So I'm erasing this because usually when I do it, I just go all the way through. Um, Later on, I might need it because I might decorate the frame also later, but that is something that you can decide to do after. All right, so from here, you are going to pick, we're going to draw, I might say it wrong, but you know how, anyway, macaron. And so these are the images that you get to choose from. Um, the orientation of your paper, the ruler's in my way. The orientation of your paper is up to you. So say if you did maybe this one, you might want to keep it oriented vertical. You could still do it more horizontal. That also will depend on what you add. If you decide to add something to it, this is out of focus again. Hold on. Sometimes you have to do that. All right. So that part is up to you. So like this one, the orientation would be good if it's here. You have to, even though there may be like, um, you have to, sorry, you have to draw at least 3. You have to have 3 in your image. Um, so like this one, you can see 2, and there's a third one here. There's more here. Just because it has all of them in there does not mean you have to draw all of them. So this one, if you draw this one, it has 3, so you already filled the requirement. You want to also draw something interesting in the background as well. Maybe you have like a shark. You draw this one and you have a shark coming in, eating the macarons. I don't know, but be creative, have fun with it. You're going to also ink it. You want to think about um, the the lights and the darks. So when you're sketching those, figure that part out also. I think I want to, I don't know, it's between this one, too many choices, and maybe this one. I might just do this one. Okay, you need to also, they should not be smaller than your fist. Um, they can be bigger. You can fill the whole thing up with those and just put some simple lines and something in the background. So yes, you do not have to use the background that is here. So like definitely this, you don't necessarily have to use, it's just black. So please think of something interesting that you want to put in the background. The other thing is if you want to, you can straight draw it, or if you need to create a grid, then you could do that. Um, you can use the X grid, which I'm going to do on here because it'll be probably a little bit faster. But all of this should be drawn really, really light. So X grid, remember you start from the corner, diagonal line, then you go, and you can break it down as small as you need to, if you need to. Well, I know that goes all the way down. So if I want, I could stop here. Um, the other part is to go in and break it down smaller. Uh, because I didn't go all the way down, I gotta go back and fix this. Normally, I would probably have, because I still draw dark, um, and some of his light, some of his a little bit too dark. I would normally try to set this stuff up with like an H or a 3H, 2H, because like I said, I draw dark. I'm heavy handed. All right. So then you would need to grid this also. Let me pause it. So, okay. So here's it gridded. And based off of where this is, I would start drawing. Yeah, don't ignore all my extra crazy stuff. So it is smaller than my fist, but I am going to be adding something else in it. It goes. Okay, so if I did it, because this image is small, if I did it like that, you can already see that it's too small. So you definitely want to make sure that either you're adding, I'll try to do a better drawing of it in a moment, um, that you're adding something to make it look more interesting. Um, don't just add the background stuff that's already there. You can if it's going to help enhance what you're doing. So I'm going to stop this right here and try to work on another one. I want it to be bigger, and I might change the orientation. Instead of having it that way, I might do it this way. So I will be back. But this is your basic setup. You can decide to use a grid. If the grid, like right now for me, the grid didn't work. It didn't give me a better image. It does help me to figure out the placement and stuff, but it didn't really help to, I don't think it helped me to enlarge it enough. So I would have preferred it to be maybe a little bit bigger and then a little bit closer. So you have to, if it doesn't work for you that one time, you can definitely turn it on the back, but you want to make sure you're using your pencil and you're drawing it as light as you can. That way you can still erase things that works or don't work. Erase things that works. You don't want to erase if it works, but anyway. Okay.